I'll be teaching you the easiest way to cut and sew a funnel sleeve in this particular tutorial. This tutorial is the simplest way you can use to cut a funnel sleeve. And the method I'll be teaching you in this video is also the method used in cutting funnel sleeves, like this one and this other one and this other one. Any funnel sleeve you can think of at all those big sleeves that looks like buba sleeve, the method I'll be teaching you is the method used in cutting and sewing them. And trust me when I tell you that this simple tutorial is just the easiest method you can use to cut and sew a funnel sleeve. My name is Oluwatosin. In case it's the first time you're coming across my channel, and you're welcome, please do well to subscribe. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for being here. To those seeing my channel for the first time, don't just subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified next time I upload a new tutorial on this channel. So right here is the fabric we'll be using for this tutorial, and I'll be cutting for both sleeves at the same time. So my fabric is on fold of 2. Depending on your length, you just have to be mindful of the length. In my case, the length of my sleeve is 21, and when this fabric is on fold of 2, the whole length that I have is 23. So this is perfect for me. So just fold your fabric into 2 like this, putting the length into consideration. The next is to check out for the person's armhole. In our case, our armhole is 16. So I'm just going to be measuring that 16 and be adding 5 inches. This 5 inches, this allowance you're adding, depends on how wide you want your funnel sleeve to be. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to be using 5 inches. If you want it wider than that, you can add as much as 8 inches. You can even add 10 inches. But for me, I'm going to be measuring 16 and then I'll be adding 5 inches. Now that my fabric is on fold of 2 like this, I'll be adding 2.5 inches. So the armhole plus 5 inches. Now we are going to be marking the pencil sleeve first. You can do this on a pattern paper or just do it directly on your fabric. I'll be doing it directly on my fabric just to save time. So you'll be measuring the round sleeve around the wrist divided by 2. You mark that. The round sleeve around the 3/4 length divided by 2, you mark that. Then the round sleeve around the biceps region divided by 2, and then you mark that. Then I proceeded to drawing the armhole curve before measuring, but I still measured after drawing. So right now I'm trying to mark the pencil sleeve first. Like I said, you can draft out this pencil sleeve, like fitted sleeve pattern, on your pattern paper first. But remember, I told you at the initial stage of this tutorial that this tutorial is a simple and straightforward tutorial. So I'm not going to be drafting on my pattern paper first. I'll just be drafting on my fabric before turning that pencil sleeve into a funnel sleeve. But if you still want to draft your pencil sleeve on your pattern paper first, it's fine. But this is one of the reasons I said that this tutorial is the easiest and a straightforward tutorial. So mark out your pencil sleeve first on your fabric while on fold of 2 like this, and then when you are done marking out, it's now time for you to turn it into the funnel sleeve. So from the armhole that you've marked, you're just going to rule a straight line down to the whole length of the sleeve. You're going to use the whole fabric that you folded. So from the armhole, just mark it straight down. I know that when measuring the armhole, you must have added 1 inch or 1.5 inch sewing allowance. So the armhole divided by 2 plus 1.5 inch allowance is what you measure. Then from there, you are going to rule it down. Just use the whole of your fabric that you folded, and you can now proceed to cutting this out. So is this simple? If you want your funnel sleeve to be a little bit, the tip a little bit wider than the upper part of it, just don't mark straight. Just extend your hand like you must have added enough allowance, and then you're not going to be ruling down straight from the armhole. You're just going to be ruling down like in a slanted way. And you will slant your line in a way that the lower part of the sleeve is wider than the bicep side of the sleeve. And like I said, you must have added enough allowance. In this case, you're not adding 5 inches. You're adding as much as 10 to 12 inches so that it can be very, very, like, obviously wider than the upper part of the sleeve. Now, when you're done doing this, you're going to be reducing the front on the armhole with 1/2 inch. You know that for sleeves like this, the front has to be shorter than the back on the armhole side. So you're going to be reducing the front with like 1/2 inch. And that's it for the cutting of this sleeve. To sew this sleeve, you're going to fold the down first. You remember that I added 2 inches to my length, so I'll be folding the down with 1.5 inch because I'll still use 1/2 inch to join it to my dress up. Then I'll be measuring the actual armhole. Remember that I added 1.5 inches allowance to the armhole, but when I want to shape, I'll be shaping on the actual armhole divided by 2. From that point of the actual armhole divided by 2, I'm just going to shape it downward. The downside, like the lower part of the sleeve, I'll be using just 1/2 inch allowance. But on the armhole side, I'll use the actual armhole divided by 2. And that is it for the cutting and sewing of this sleeve. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, kindly do, and don't just subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified the next time I upload a new tutorial on this channel, because on this channel I upload sewing tutorials on daily basis. If you have any question, please ask me down in the comment section. I'll be more than ready to answer all of your questions as much as possible. Please help me share my video amidst your friends and your soulmates, and don't forget to subscribe if you've not subscribed. Thank you so much for watching. Have you seen any of these videos that are currently showing on your screen? Oh, before I forget, I made a detailed tutorial on how to cut and sew this dress and also the drape part of it. The video is already uploaded on my channel. Have you seen that video? If you've not seen it, click on the box on the right side of your screen, but in case you miss it inside the box, the link to that video will be down in the description box. And if you want to watch a detailed video on how to cut and sew a cut wedding dress, like a civil wedding dress, just click on the box on the left side of your screen. These boxes takes you directly to these videos that I spoke about. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.